I hear you, buddy.
All right.
I hear everyone.
What happened to Levy, by the way?
He wanted to Skype.
He wanted to Skype.
Yeah, right, I'll do that. Like, if Ben Affleck wanted to Skype, I'd think about it.
Does he? Does Ben Affleck
Bob
want to Skype?
Levy. Anyway.
No, truthfully, it works.
Truthfully, Artie, come on, listen. True Bob Levy story. I always told him if you want to get on Letterman, you have to clean up your act. You can't say cunt and eat blue cheese out of a chick's ass as your closer. You're not going to get on Letterman because you always say that's a conspiracy. Well, against what? Jews? What are you talking about? You can't get on Letterman because you say cunt every 2 fucking words. He goes, oh, all right. He sends in a VCR tape. This is not more than 10 years ago. And on it, he writes, it's filthy dirty. On it, in his, you know the story, right? You know? In his handwriting and a Sharpie, it says, can be clean.
This is how that would look. This is how that would look.
Yeah, right.
Am I right?
If the Zodiac Killer wrote, can be clean. And then, correction. If the Zodiac Killer developed Parkinson's disease in his writing hand.
There you go. Can be clean.
And
that's how he wrote it.
And Michael J. Fox held the hand while he wrote it.
Nice.
It would look like that.
If you've ever seen his writing,
Right.
like
can be clean.
When I first started doing gigs,
I know I was going to get into this story. But
well, no, Levy would drive to the gigs.
No,
and it was like before.
Wait a minute.
Before you had phones, and he would have the directions written down. He's like, "What did the directions say?" I'm like, "Are these Egyptian hieroglyphics, Bob? Where are we going?"
And it's all a run-on sentences. Texts are so embarrassing.
Truthfully, what's that say, Bob? I don't know.
Truth. He says, truthfully, I never met a white guy who talks worse. Right? Am I right?
He's the greatest
He's
guy in
the
the
worst
world.
talking
and
white
the
guy.
worst human being ever.
No, he's a great guy. Actually, he's a great guy.
He's the greatest guy in the world.
Unbelievably flawed.
But he's just terrible at being a human being. I mean,
he's got a good kid, though. Yeah, he's talking about that, a good kid there.
Talented musician.
Yeah, well, whatever. Retweet my kid's band.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know what. Tell Dan to do it.
He emails me that. It's like, you think my 2,700 followers are really going to turn his...
The kid's talented, but what pressure, man? He tells me the kid's band's as good as Led Zeppelin. All right, Bob, now what? Now what am I going to think? It better be as good as fucking Whole Lot of Love, or else I don't like him. As good as Led Zeppelin, the poor fucking kid. Busy podcast today. Ryan Reese here, baby. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
How you doing? So no Seth Meyers today. You want to warm up for Seth, and he's off?
I told Seth Artie needs me.
You're up here drinking champagne cocktail. What are you drinking, Chief? Champagne cocktail.
Godfather 2.
Yeah, well, so he takes off with that kid. I tell you, that kid is, I wish I was like that kid. Very prepared. If your whole life is on videotape and you go back and God looks back at it with you, I think a common theme would be, for me, incredible lack of preparation. Every morning. My SATs, you can't leave art like this. You're not gonna pay. I got an 860 total. And of course, at Breen. What's your Breen screen? Allie Breen.
Yes.
That's a very Irish name, right?
Well, no.
Gaelic? Oh, it's not?
I'm half Jewish. We're just anti-Semitic Jews. It used to be Greenberg.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I'm half Jewish, half Irish.
Green is that Irish guy from Cleveland, the famous longshoreman, the movie Kill the Irishman's about. His last name's Green, but that's a Jewish. The Jews shorten Green, right?
Green and Breen.
Danny Green. Yeah.
Yeah, they can be either one. They're deceptive.
Sorry.
No,
You're
that's okay. I'm half
Jew?
Irish.
You're full Jew? Oh, you're half Irish.
I'm half Irish.
Jewish and Irish. How about that?
Exactly.
I was threw out of the car. I was driving her to a gig this weekend. I said, Berg, get the fuck out of the
Why? What
hotel."
happened?
Oh, no. I didn't know she was half Jewish.
Oh, wait, I was teeing up the hack joke.
Thank you. It's good to be back, handsome.
The Manischewitz's whiskey.
That's good.
First time I ever heard that was my buddy Mike Saccone is Polish and Italian, 10th grade. And wanted to beat somebody up and forgot who. That was 10th grade. It was funny. Geno Bisconti's here.
Hey, buddy.
Not Jewish at all.
No.
Either that or you have a Goyish cup with the money.
Absolutely, Ginzo.
And where'd you sleep this week?
Still living the dream
Aunt
over in
Olga?
the... What's that?
No Aunt Olga?
I haven't seen Aunt Olga in a while. She's getting pissed with me.
Why?
Because I've been living the dream
Are you
up
still
there in
in the
Harlem.
will?
What's that?
Are you still in the will?
Of the palatial Medio estate, of course.
Geno is just waiting with his tongue hanging out for this poor woman.
If you are welcome to go by and take anything
I want,
you want
dude, if she
from that
dies,
hoarding farmland.
If she dies mysteriously in her sleep while you're there, I want a full
You will. You'll be there.
autopsy. Full
It's weird. It's weird, Artie.
And there's a poison that you can only buy in Washington Heights. Was found in the woman's. How much are you in the will for her? She probably says the first dime.
Do you realize she has no money? The poor woman
Yeah, but
gets
I'm
a
saying
check.
she doesn't, her husband had a farm?
No, her husband, Uncle Frank, was a plumber. And he never made more than like minimum wage. It's one of
Yeah,
those.
plumbers make good money, man.
Not in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's when they peak.
Worked for a guy named Lowenstern. I don't
Dude,
have to tell you, Breenberg, what that guy paid.
Yeah, that guy's making
God.
money. That's the guy who's making the money.
He continues with it.
Yeah, you got to commit to the bid.
A hack attack. All right, so you claim she has no money. Come on.
She gets a check every month because she used to sew for like, during the war and everything. I think it's like $16
What war?
a month.
What war? Grenada? Who's the comic who had a bit? There was a comic, I can't remember his name. He had a funny bit about the war in Grenada.
I don't even
He
know.
goes, you guys had cool wars. Your generation's older than me. Vietnam. What am I going to say? Yeah, you weren't around for the war, were you? It's a hairy weekend. I don't think I'd get to work on Monday. Maybe it was better when I heard it.
She gets a $16 check every month.
Did you ever play Rascals in
Before
West
it shut down?
West
Yeah.
West Orange?
Yeah.
That was a depressing role. I saw Dice Clay, no lie, 1989. I saw Dice Clay open with this joke at Rascals in West Orange. Because Jesse Jackson was running for president. Jesse Jackson. Hey, nigga, you want to put on a pair of shorts and dribble for the Knicks, that's fine, but you ain't going to be president. Standing ovation. Laugh into standing ovation. That's the exact thing he said. Hey, nigga, you're going to put a pair of shorts and dribble for the Knicks, that's fine, but you ain't going to be president. Oh! Laughter into standing ovation. I remember because I was one of the people standing. Well, listen, you want to. That's exactly what he said. Yeah. It's not even a joke. It's like you crowbar in the. I mean, come on, Marv. Talk about knowing your audience. Are you ever on stage in Boston and you realize you might be the head of a Klan meeting?
Yeah.
At midnight, there's nothing you can't say that would offend them about the other race.
Yeah.
Do you know your thoughts?
Actually, somebody corrected me
I'll
once.
stop it. I didn't mean
All
that.
right.
Okay, wait. Okay. Someone corrected you once? That's the problem.
No. Remember that time I said I was at the thing and I said,
what
I said
thing?
Trot Nixon, because I was at a Boston game and I jokingly
Trot
said,
Nixon, first of all,
I said he wasn't
what a
Irish.
name for a baseball player. Trot. Your
Right.
old man knows something, right?
But I got it wrong. It was Troy O'Leary. I said Troy O'Leary, who's a
Right.
famous black outfitter. I'm like, he's not Irish, and they were all laughing, but they were all laughing in a way.
Oh, my
yeah,
God,
he's
what-
not Irish. He's a nigger. This
No,
kid's great.
did not say that.
What's that?
You added that.
What? And I said Troy O'Leary is not Irish. But,
And they said, but they
oh,
really
they're
said that-
all in the.
No, I know.
Please, in Boston.
I know. That's actually tame. Chris Berman was doing I don't know who what executive hopefully got immediately fired for this idea. ESPN Zone in the Times Square. For a while when it first opened, they were going to have Chris Berman and the Monday Night Football crew do a live pregame and then live halftime. Remember this? Yes. At the ESPN Zone with real New York fans right on live television, right in front of Chris Berman. So I was on the Norm Show at the time, which was ABC. So I'm back home for the holidays. He gets me front row for the live Monday night thing. Real Jet fans for a Jet Dolphin game. Real Queens Jet fans in Emerson Boozer shirts, okay? Before the telecast, 30 seconds before they go live, Chris Berman says this to the crowd. Okay, guys, we're going to take a couple of questions from you guys, and maybe we'll talk about them on the air. We're not on the air yet, but we'll take the questions and maybe bring them up on the air. A guy on the Jets, his blood alcohol levels will say 14.
He's enjoying himself.
Right. Chris Berman calls on him. Chris Berman's wearing a pink tie. That's the setup. Guy goes, he goes, all right, buddy, a Jet fan. He goes, where'd you get that faggot tie? Okay? And it reverberated. Throughout. I laughed so hard. Chris Berman's so excited. The first Monday night game, Jets Dolphins. Talk about the wind. You visibly see the wind coming out of his sails. Well, what do you want there, buddy, Jet fan? Where'd you get that faggot tie? All right, calm down. Sorry. Okay, fine. And then he actually went Barney's. Okay. He went with it. Not on the air. We got the jokes out of the way. We're okay, man. Let's get the next one. For some reason, goes to the same table. Not the same guy. We'll give a Jet fan a chance because this guy actually looked more sophisticated and not drunk. Buddy, and this guy had I don't know, like Kenny O'Brien jersey. What do you want, buddy? Where'd you get that faggot tie? Verbatim. Chris Berman, not even a millisecond, goes, all right, that's how it goes. We're going to go live.
It was interfering with their enjoying the game.
What happened was the security at the ESPN zone made a horrible judgment error. They tried to throw the kids out. We're going live, so now there's an argument. There's an argument going on. They're trying to muffle. Chris Berman's going, tonight, Boo, tonight, Kenny Jackson and Boomer with you here on the back. No, you're a fan. No, I could root. Hey. Security guy, you could root nicely. Over Berman giving stats. You don't have to say it twice. Fuck you. It's a free country. And then every once in a while they took football. Like, you're faggot, secondary. Sack fucking exchange. Oh, God, that's so great. Well, I don't know if you guys know this for the Stern fans in here. I love it. Sometimes my manager will go like this. Well, this is for people who actually know you from Stern, not just the podcast. I'm like, how big is that group? Thanks for trying to fucking be flattering. Who doesn't know me? Who knows from just the podcast, not Stern? I mean, come on. Come on, Marv. Okay, I don't know. We'll do some backstory. I was on another show for you people who just like the podcast. Come on. You're flattering me. Who doesn't know me from Stern? You're just Artie Quitter fans. That makes a lot of sense. But, our managers blow smoke up our ass. And a big time Stern guy. You guys know the Whack Pack. I don't know, Allie, do you like the Howard Stern show? Do you know about it at all? A little bit?
Yeah, weirdly, though, I'm a newer fan. Like, I've listened the last couple of years when I moved to LA.
Well, yeah, it's, you could say you don't like it.
No. I do. I love it.
No, it's fine.
I didn't listen to it when I was growing up.
Listen, let's move on.
I really do.
We'll talk about it later. The Whack Pack, a classic Did anybody hear this today? A classic Whack Packer died. Did you hear this? Crackhead Bob.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how
I thought he was dead already, in all honesty.
Yeah, well, you know who died? Another one died. They're all dying. Who's the Whack Packer who just died? Not Crackhead.
Eric. The midget died about a year ago.
Yeah.
But another one.
Actor. Look at you.
Yeah, I told you.
I know you're good.
I listen now.
Eric the midget. Another one died, though. In between.
Yeah, not Ass Napkin, didn't he?
Yeah, no, Ass Napkin. He's actually teaching a spin class about it. Listen, you know how big of an asshole you have to be? He lived in San Francisco.
Bigfoot?
Eric the
Bigfoot
midget.
didn't die.
No,
did
he's
he?
alive.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That guy's thought out. Eric the midget was a wheelchair bounded, whatever you call it. He's in a wheelchair. Got some sort of debilitating disease, a clubfoot, really, really bad terrible disease. And I introduced him at a 3,000-seat venue, sold out in San Francisco. Everyone booed. And he's in a wheelchair. You know how big of an asshole you have to be? You're in a wheelchair and they boo you. That's an asshole.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, he was an asshole. But, Crackhead Bob, nice guy, a Jet fan, couldn't understand a word he said. He smoked crack, massive stroke. I think at a Jet game. I'm not kidding.
That's to be expected.
In the middle of E, in the JETS, right in the middle. J!
He wouldn't have survived if the fireman guy wasn't there. Fireman Ed.
Are you stepping on my E?
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
I'm sorry. J! Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, Crackhead Bob. So then he talked like, hey, baby. I was a Giant fan. The first day I met him, he kept saying something to me, and I just kept nodding. I don't know what he goes, yeah. That's all I heard. By the end of the day, he was saying Giants are fags. That's what he said for 8 hours. Then I think he went to the Chris Berman show.
Where'd you get that?
Nice guy. He can't, again, these guys, how do they get by in life? He couldn't speak English. His family disowned him. He was homeless. His name's Crackhead Bob. No, it sounded deaf, from smoking crack. And what do we say? Don't smoke crack, right? No. You can do it a little bit. It's fun at the beginning of the night. Right after the buffet at a bachelor party. The guy was a classic whack packer. And rest in peace. You don't know what to say about these people. Riley Martin just died, right?
Duh.
Yes.
That's
right.
a
You know
layup.
who Riley Martin is?
That's a
Yes.
layup.
Yep.
Riley Martin talked like it was 1884, and he was African American.
Died over the holidays. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I can't believe, yeah.
Ruined my Kwanzaa. Okay, he used to make, his hustle in life was, he got abducted, and he knew he could talk to the aliens. His show was so fucking funny, man, because he took it seriously. I was like,
The best was when he got drunk and he would like
he
talk
got
to
drunk
Howard.
then
he would talk to Howard.
If he was awake, he was drunk. But he would go, what the fuck, Howard? I did the math. You're making $200 million a minute. I make $300 a week over here. Oh, he's arguing over money. Try to unite with me, Freddie. What do you make? So he would sell symbols. He would draw with a crayon. Like just the basic stuff, landscapes by numbers shit. And he would say, it was the only thing that gets you on the mothership for the rapture is one of these symbols, O'Reilly Martin symbol. So he charged $40. No one bought it. I'm the only guy who bought it.
You mean bought one, purchased, or bought the story?
No, I bought one.
Okay.
I didn't buy the story.
Wasn't sure you meant.
Was the joke that good? Do you edit it all? You go, is the bought by joke worth it? No one's going to believe I bought the story.
I thought you might have said you meant you bought the story.
You think I believed he was abducted?
I wasn't sure.
Let's move on. No, $39 if you knew him. It was a crayon drawing. An adult male did. So I bought it. Everyone else wanted it for free. I'm like, well, the guys, I agreed to do it. Bad deal, but like this podcast, $7. Anyone who knows an 8-year-old could probably steal it. But some people are honorable. I'm charging $6.95, and Dan has to eat. They pay it because they're supposed to pay it.
It's the right thing to do.
He rode a bike. So this guy, I said I'm paying him. It's a ripoff because I'm supposed to pay him. I agreed to pay him. So, okay, I can never say this on the air because Riley didn't want me to say that, but this might be the funniest thing a human being's ever said. I begged him to let me tell the story on the air. Riley off the air would call his wife fat all the time, and he couldn't say, I can't say it on the air. The bitch will go, forget about it. I can't live with her. I depend on her for laundry. He goes, but my God, she's blowing up in front of me. It was so funny. My God, she's enormous. I can't put clothes on. He's I'll say the clothes don't fit you. Okay, hen. Here's the candies. Here's the flowers. Courtship over. Where do I sleep? Oh, not there. That's where Junior sleeps. Junior? Who is this unknown person making an unwarranted attack on my person?
Egbert.
Egbert?
His name was Egbert.
That's the kid he called gay because he didn't play baseball. He goes, it's a baseball son. Haven't you ever seen a baseball before? Haven't you ever played baseball before? Okay. I'll say there's something that was
the hide and seek episode where he does some logarithm and he sticks a shovel in the middle of the barnyard and he pulls it up and Foghorn Leghorn, so even though he was hiding in a feed container like 20 yards away, so he's like, and he goes to lift it up. I better not look. I said I just might be in there.
The kid somehow fools Foghorn Leghorn into looking for him. So Foghorn Leghorn's looking for him, and he opens up the shed and he goes, I'll say I better not look. I just might be in there. So that's all right.
I'll say there's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
He looks right at the camera, and he's basically calling the kid a fag. Because he'd rather do math over baseball.
It's a baseball.
Put the pen down, son, for just a second. That dog is going to get a beating. So that's how Riley Martin spoke. And he kept talking about his wife. He goes, I can't say it on the air, but she's enormous. She's got cankles right in front of me. I swear the woman was good looking for her. So there was a famous story. When he was a young guy, just got out of the Army, he got caught with 600 pounds of weed. Wow. 600 pounds of weed in a van driving down the street in Newark.
Personal use.
Yeah. I'll say intent. So he, so apparently he stayed in the game. He did like 5 years for that. So I'm at his house.
No, I didn't know that.
I'm at his house. I meet the wife. Okay, not Callista Flockhart. Okay. She leaves, and he's looking for the symbol. Now I sit down. I'm like, oh, whatever. And because he's in Jersey, and it's just me and him. And me and like his buddy who does the show with him. They're about to do the radio show. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe get in O'Reilly's world. The house was really... If I knew the producer for Hoarders, I would have called him. Really. So the wife takes the car, which is like a minivan now, and 20 minutes later, she gets a call from the police station. She got pulled over with weed. She got caught with weed, all right? The cop says, we found your wife in the car, and 300 pounds of weed. He cut it in half, 300 pounds. And that's what his assistant goes, he's like, what? I don't move that kind of product anymore. Yells it out. So like, put that bitch on the phone. Okay. So now listen, he's not a comedian. He's drunk. You don't think he's going to say anything witty or funny. But I didn't think he'd say the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. He gets his wife on the phone. He goes, 300 pounds of weed. He goes, bitch, did they weigh you or the weed? Talk about nailing it. It was a hanging curve over the plate, a home run. Nothing. Ronnie Dangerfield's never hit a joke so well. Bitch, did they weigh you or the weed? Oh, God. God rest in peace. Crackhead Bob never said anything that funny.
What he said we understood.
Yeah. He would have said, hey, bitch, did they weigh you or the weed? Oh, my God. I thought it was in a play. Did you script that? No, I'll say, my God. Artie, am I right? Yeah, I'm going to fucking give my opinion about it here in front of her. Yeah, she's fat. Yeah. She's enormous. Bitch, did they weigh you or the weed? He didn't do it in time. I mean, with his priors, I'm sure he would have done time for that, right? 300 pounds. He cut it in half, though. Not the 600 pounds anymore. So, Riley Martin, rest in peace. Crackhead Bob, I wish I had a story that good, man. Always wore a Jet shirt. He won smartest Jet fan 3 years in a row. In the bleachers. Did you ever go to a Shea Stadium Jet game?
No.
Oh, man. Ryan, did you ever go to a Jet? You were Jet? It's Jet Country.
Yeah, I've been to a Jet
You
game.
grew up in Jet Country.
In Long Island.
Yeah. Did you go to Shea Stadium Jet games?
Nah, you just go to the bars by Hofstra and hang out with them.
Remember Shea Stadium? Well, City Field's in the same neighborhood. What a... Yankee Stadium's a bad neighborhood, but that area, that's all chop shops, like the mob chop shops.
Queens, yeah?
Yeah, oh, man. Flushing. The name of it's Flushing. Oh, wow. What a depressing area, fucking Shea Stadium. Cab drivers didn't know how to get there. So fucking long it takes. Do you know your thoughts?
I love going to City Field now.
Did you? Well,
never went to Shea. Never made it to Shea.
City Field's a great...
You never went to Shea?
Never went to Old Yankee Stadium a lot. Nah, not a lot, like 5
Well, yeah, but
times.
Shea is...
Never made it to Shea.
Different experience.
First baseball game with Shea.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, really?
Yes.
Well,
I 6 Mets, man.
Second
God
thing
bless you, man. That's awesome.
86.
When they won it, yeah.
I saw it 70, 78, man. What a bad team that was. But the 86 Mets, they were the team, man. Cool team.
And on drugs, yeah.
Oh, all of them.
Fantastic.
But not PEDs, just good old-fashioned
Well, now they're on
drugs,
AZT.
coke and greenies and fucking weed.
No, blow. A lot of blow.
Yeah, God bless you.
Dykstra had blow in his cheek every game.
What was the story Strawberry told? It's like in a playoff game, he's just like, he's all hungover, he does a line of coke and he doubles, he's on second base, like, this is amazing.
what the fuck?
It's like, I wanted to steal third.
That's what coke does. It makes you better.
Yeah.
It's Reverend Daryl Strawberry now.
Excuse me.
Is it
Thank
really?
you, sir. Thank you.
I'll say.
That's what you do when you run out of money.
I grew up
become
in
a-
Boston. That was the worst year for us.
Well, no,
86.
86.
That was brutal.
That was classic Boston Red Sox. Yep.
Yeah,
That was the
dark
Greek
day.
tragedy.
I hope
The
so,
Red Sox
man.
were a Greek tragedy. They were worse than the Cubs haven't won 100.
Oh, yeah, that was
112 years. But it's the way the Red Sox would lose. They'd really get your heart and then bam.
Yeah, right at the last
Dark
minute.
days in the Breenberg household.
It was pretty sad over there.
Yeah, well, it's now
Sitting
get
shit
it.
at the Breenbergs for the Red Sox.
And Boston, talk about comedians. That Red Sox pain produced some of the funniest people ever.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, funniest people on the planet come from Boston. Some of them don't leave. It's like that. But now, forget it. You a kid in Boston, even a Southie tough kid, gonna be a sports fruit. Nothing, no adversity.
Yeah, there's no hardship.
Yeah, if you hit 8 years old around 2001, what are you bitching about? Bruins got one, Celtics got one. Bruins got two, Celtics got one. Got to another finals, and 3 Hall of Famers on the team. Red Sox got 3. Come on, and fucking Patriots.
4 for the Pats. That's why those kids are all flimsy now, Artie.
They're flimsy. My buddy Shitty Share.
I love that.
He was an Irish kid, really. He ended up offing himself. He in the back of a Volkswagen van. Both his parents died, and he owed a bookie $240,000.
Jesus Christ.
I said, shit. We call him shit.
How do you do
There was a lot of mics I grew up with. So I was like, shit, what are you doing? He goes, I don't know, man. That's like Simpsons episode. Are you betting on the Generals?
The Generals were due.
My favorite Simpsons joke. My favorite Simpsons joke is Mo the bartender bets against the Globetrotters. He's watching the game going, he's got a ladder up. Referee's got a ladder.
He's spinning it on his hand.
He's spinning it right in front of you. Grab it.
I don't think that game's going to count. They were using a ladder.
They could be disqualified, right? At least play it under protest.
Took all your money that you made, Krusty, and you bet it against the Globetrotters. The Generals were due.
There's never water in the bucket. Ever. The third bucket has water. Can you count? 14 years. Can the Generals draft a black guy?
Oh, I fucking love that episode.
Yeah, the Generals were due.
The Generals were due.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
And that's what he said. I don't think that game's going to count. They were using a ladder.
They were using a ladder. He's spinning the ball right in front of you.
Krusty.
That's some amazing jokes. The Simpsons jokes come out of nowhere. My favorite episode, the monorail. Springfield gets a monorail.
Legendary.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien wrote that.
Yeah.
Sam Simon was the head of the writer's room, and Conan wrote it.
I call the big one Bitey.
Yeah.
It's like an old monorail from the World's Fair. There's possums living. Excuse me, possum.
One of my favorite ones at Moe's are in an argument, and it goes to, they're arguing about politics or something, and Homer goes, excuse me while I play the devil's advocate. He turns around, he plays a video game, the devil.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. He was there's the episode where Krusty, he's running his show and it's the one with Poochie and Itchy and Scratchy are bombing. So he's like, he calls the guy in charge, like, what's going on with this? And he's like, what happened? He's like, look what happens when Itchy and Scratchy comes on the ratings show. He's like, what happened? Did the receiver go out? Yeah, that's what I thought of it. Hey, shut the hell up. It's like, that's what I thought of it. Hey, shut the hell up.
You should admit you're a Jewish-Irish joke. For staff. I think, Riley, which should the you or the weed. Make him head fucking writer. Yeah, it's got some great shit. Supposedly those Simpsons writers, they disappear when you get that job. Like you're there forever. They just never leave the room.
I heard they rotate them over the course of years.
They draft them. Like
we'd be one writing team. We'd do like 2 seasons, and then we're out. And that's why like certain characters they say pop up.
Yeah, they draft them. And if you create that character, there's so much money. If you create a specific character, just like you get points in that ownership in that character.
Whatever they're doing, it's working. Yeah, I haven't watched it lately, but
30 fucking years.
Even now and then, I'll watch like a new one. It's got like moments. They're but it's.
Are you
hard
caucusing for the Simpsons?
We're gonna have a caucus and see.
It sounds like you're caucusing for the.
I thought we all just agreed to make an Artie Quitter cartoon. I thought that's
great.
Man.
I thought that was the
negotiation. Would be awesome.
Good luck getting that together. Where's Artie? I don't know. We got to get this animation to Japan. Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go with the Breen joke? I worked on one cartoon where I was a voice, Mike, and oh god, every Thursday afternoon. This is 2003. I'd leave Howard. I'd go 4 blocks, go to a studio, take me 45 minutes to record these lines. I'd give them 2 options, and $10,000 I got the next week. Oh my god! I'd cash. I wouldn't even tell my agency how long it took. I said, William Morris, out of county, the bar's got to be backed up. They knew. They called. Oh god, what a gig! But the people break their ass, the writers, man. They were so mad at me because it's easy money for me. They're tired. Okay, man. Enough of your anecdotes. Just we got to write the next show. So much work. It was on UPN when it was still around. Lucy Liu was the mother.
Nice.
It was called Game Over. The premise was guys in a video game after the game's over and they live their life like they come back from work. Kind of lame. Kind of a one-joke pony. I played the family dog, regular character. And Lucy Liu was the mom. Never met her. She did all her lines in L.A., never met her. 13 episodes. We had lines together. Never met her. Me and Rachel Dratch in a fucking room in New York.
Nice.
Nah, she wasn't that pleasant. I think she looked down on me, quite frankly. A lot of eye rolling. We gotta go, well, you're Jewish and Irish? Listen, man. Whatever. She is funny because she on Conan O'Brien, how many chicks have the balls to say this? Because I was on the computer the other day and I looked up my name and it said, Rachel Dratch is fugly. She said that on Conan. That's balls for a woman to say that, man. She repeated that. And it got a big laugh. And I'm like, that's, for any woman to say that is balls. and she hit it. You think she's going to say something else? Fugly? People are so cruel. Was that you, Geno? Was that at Geno Bisconti?
I did not call her fugly, but thank you for plugging the site.
Yeah. Is that your thing? What is your? How you doing on picks?
It's all Geno Bisconti.
No, how are you doing on picks this week?
In the postseason, awful.
I didn't say that.
No.
Did you win a game?
I went 0-2 in the championship.
How do you justify that? What do you charge?
I don't charge anything.
Oh, but I charge.
Yeah, but
But thanks, Hart.
I haven't been on during the postseason.
People want their money back. You're costing Duke of Pimpberg money.
If you good because if you follow me the whole season, you're winning. But the postseason,
I'm sorry.
Unapologetically terrible. 2-7-1.
Wow,
terrible.
So yeah, right.
Against the spread.
Duke of Pimpberg, all man.
Yeah. So all the money you're giving a lot of the money you made back. But if you bet Daddy college, you're making like you were winning at 75% a pop.
Your Daddy college?
Bet Daddy for college.
Oh God,
might have forgot that.
Chills.
That old
Allie, does that turn you off when a guy refers to himself as Daddy?
Normally, Geno's got a pass.
Yeah.
You think so? Really?
Daddy gets a pass.
Do you think is he that charismatic?
He's that charismatic.
It's an STD. It's not a pass.
Well, he went to school. He becomes Daddy college.
He's been doing it for so long. He's grandfathered in. It's like it's adorable.
Granddaddy. I'm granddaddy then.
Kind of like Sharia law.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think there's time to stop.
I don't really do it that much. When I talk about gambling,
I mean, we have this conversation all the time.
I could name 3 different comics that gamble that have used the phrase "daddy" in conversation.
No one else can. Name them. Yeah, Jan.
Ben Haig has done it.
Yeah. There's a reason we're not all quoting him every night.
No one's quoting.
There's a reason everyone at the water cooler is not going to see the Ben Haig show.
It actually is the Ben Haig, I think, on his Twitter.
Yeah, well,
he's a good kid.
He's got a computer.
Gamblers say "daddy" when they're doing.
No,
well.
They don't.
All right, they don't. I'm not.
They don't. I grew up gamblers, Daddy.
All right, then you didn't gamble.
Come on, what bookie goes? Hey, it's Daddy in Staten Island.
You didn't gamble with the same guys Daddy did.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh God. I'm joking. Oh my God.
Who do you like in the game?
It's like something watching someone scratch up against a blackboard. But
I do hate that.
The fingers are cocks. Who do I like this? Oh, come on. I think the Panthers are going to blow them out, right?
Yeah, line 6.
They're going to blow line 6. It started at 5. It's moving.
Started at 4,
right?
I think even 4.5.
Right? Don't you think so, Ryan? Do you follow it? Do you like that?
Oh, yeah, no, I know. But yeah, I'm rooting for
Elway.
Yeah, sure.
Elway, God.
All right. There's a rumor that we perpetuate. Cam Newton is
flimsy.
Flimsy is right. Yeah,
I got a pink tie.
My buddy shit. He said that he was buying weed from this kid at the Liberty Tavern, and the kid came in and he goes, "Oh man, this kid's flimsy." That's the first time I heard it.
That's the funniest way to put it, I bet. Because you've heard all the slang, but flimsy, flimsy has escaped me.
We've heard all the slang.
We've started a lot of
I saw 2 Irish cops go racial slur for racial slur with black people, were like dueling brandos.
Yeah.
2 hours in, I didn't hear anything. That's how I heard moon crickets. But
chicken eaters.
Irish cops. Yeah, that was fucking Buschetti.
I was listening to that episode.
He tried to say she's a chicken eater.
What? Really? You're
chicken eater. That was Allie at her finest, just from the grassy knoll, just lofting insults at Buschetti.
Terrible.
Chicken eater.
It's like you're a terrible racist, and I don't mean in a bad way.
I saw you saying chicken eater.
It was so adorable because he was trying so hard not to say anything.
Well,
that's the thing. He just didn't want to say anything offensive.
He could pull it off.
So he came out with the thing that he thought might pass.
Yeah, the drill. It would. Spin instructor is a chicken eater.
It would have been funny if niggers eat a lot of chicken now. What, Mike?
Oh my God.
That's Staten Island. But yeah, again, Mike is an easy target. But it's fun.
God bless him.
What's the deal with Adele and Trump, by the way? Is Adele like endorsing him?
I have no idea.
She came to sing, right?
No.
He plays Rolling with the Deep.
He plays that song and he told her to stop. Yeah, he told her to stop.
She told him to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
She doesn't want her song associated with his
Look at how
campaign.
bad you are for Adele. You got really into it. No.
Well, just
you got it wrong, Art.
Did you see the Huckabee cover of Adele's song?
What is it?
It's terrible. He did a
I decided it was good.
He did it?
Yeah, he did a parody of Adele's song.
Rolling
for
with
Iowa.
the Deep. Of the new
You
song.
can Google it. Yeah, he did it on Friday. It's
Why?
him like hello.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Dan, you were like that into Adele, man. You said she told him to stop.
No, it's right in front of you. It was one of the stories.
Very passionate.
One of the 800 things Dan prints up, like the producer.
Very passionate.
That you crumple up and put cigarettes out on all
the day
day.
we get to one of these things, we're gonna have
We never do.
No, it's always a Chicago story. Nobody cares.
I saw that.
You're from Chicago, we get it. The Jay Cutler.
It's a cute story. Some
Chicago
lifelong
fans' obituary takes passing. Okay.
A woman said she's a lifelong, Bears and Blackhawks fan.
Why?
Except Jay Cutler.
Do you think I wanted you to summarize that?
I think it was worth summation.
Okay. Well, no. I saw Adele walking out. Boy, she's flimsy. She's enormous. Is Riley Martin dating Adele? I'll say, write another song, bitch. We need money. Did they wear you or the weed? Look at Trump's hair, though. Is that going to go gray? Is that what is it? Like it was blonde when he was a kid.
I think it's lost all its pigment. That's why it's that yellow color.
By the way,
it's not a normal.
It looks like my skin.
It's not a healthy.
By the way, I think Trump fucked his daughter. Anyway, very weird relationship with
Really?
Very weird. Very weird.
Like Hulk Hogan and his daughter relationship.
More like Mackenzie Phillips.
Oof.
But Artie, she got raped. Okay.
Do you believe the Mackenzie Phillips story, right? Do you think she didn't make that up for the book?
Why would you make that up?
Because she's an attention whore.
That's such a weird way to grab attention.
I know, but she's that fucked up, maybe.
Maybe she's that fucked up. But
I believe her, though, but I think I could see where someone could argue,
that it was a...
Do you believe it, Ryan?
I think it was consensual.
The Mick Jagger story with her. She's 18. She's on that show. She turns 18, and Jagger and her father are at the Studio 54. The night she turns 18, Jagger invites her up to his apartment he's got an apartment like near Studio. In fact, he's got an apartment on every street, Manhattan, for tuna fish sandwiches at midnight when she turns 18. And Papa John Phillips notices they're missing, and Jagger just starts kissing her, and he goes, "I've been waiting for this since you were 11." And he fucks her, and Papa John Phillips banging on the door. "Come on, get out!" Because he knows what's going on. But when she told that story on Stern Official, we didn't know about what might have really been going on. He was jealous.
That's so creepy,
right?
Wow.
It's creepy on so many levels. Yeah. I've been waiting for this since I was 18. He fucked her, left his own apartment, left.
Wow.
And then she never talked to him again. Jagger knows how to treat women. Yeah, but my God. Creepy on a level. Jagger says since they're 11, Papa John Phillips might not be mad because it's his daughter. Might be mad because it's his lover.
It's girlfriend.
Holy Christ. That is on. Oh.
It's his bae.
And the chick the song Angie's about. Angie. Okay, that was Bowie's wife, right there. Give me the chronology. That was Bowie's wife when he did Ziggy Stardust. His original wife. Loved her. She leaves him for Jagger. Jagger writes the song Angie. Angie comes home one day, finds Bowie and Jagger fucking, and tells Howard on the Joan Rivers show. And totally like having sex, full-blown gay sex, Jagger and Bowie. But Joan Rivers thought it might be like bitterness. That's a great rock and roll incest story. I love that shit. I love that rock and roll shit. Bowie.
He's dead.
I guess he was over it because wouldn't you be mad at Jagger? Instead, you're fucking him.
Yeah, that's how he expressed his anger.
Yeah.
That's what it...
Jagger steals your wife, right? And then you don't get mad, you fuck him?
Wow. Were either of those two guys on Stern ever? Did they?
Here's what happened. It's a funny story.
Could use one.
Joan Rivers was on the had her own show in the afternoon, and it was on ABC, trying to be like Oprah. And she has Angie on because Angie has a book out, and Howard's the second guest, and she gives him her nothing, boring interview, no stories. Howard comes out and goes, "I can get something out of her," and Joan Rivers, "No, you can't." Brings her back out, and Howard gets Angie to tell the story about the fucking book.
Wow.
Joan Rivers goes ballistic, goes, "You don't give me shit, bitch." Yelling at her. "You're telling me nothing. You tell me about your new house on the Hamptons. You were in bed with... And that was like a Howard moment back then in the late 80s. Shit like that. Yeah. And nobody sues. Jagger fucked everybody. Here's Trump and his daughter.
Now, who posted that picture?
That's his daughter.
God. Is she on
That was on Gawker this morning.
On his lap.
That's delicious.
They look like lovers, right? Yeah.
That looks like a...
We had a short skirt.
Oh, my God.
I'll bomb the shit out of Iceland.
Oh, my God.
Right? Weird, right?
Me and you have a pose like that, Artie.
The hand on his face is the creepiest part. That's like right
And
when
they're
you're
on top
about to
of
get someone to...
two parrots fucking.
Oh, boy.
They're sitting on top of two
Oh,
parrots
my
fucking.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Why is that a big deal?
Well, the parents were father and daughter also.
Now it's really creepy. I didn't even realize that.
The parents came up with more romantic things to say, too. Donald Trump, yeah, okay, so listen, man. Weird picture. And on the campaign trail recently, he said, guys, Ivanka's my daughter, I know, but if she wasn't my daughter, woohoo.
He did say something
He said that, yeah. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean, ooh?
We asked about Iraq.
Iraq? No. Not her. You say you want to fuck your daughter? Yeah. Next day, polls through the roof. Doubles his numbers.
That's one dangerous rack.
Chris Cuomo gets on the air. Boy, what an annoying bastard he is. Chris Cuomo, when Chris Cuomo's talking, it's the only time I wish Andrew Cuomo was talking. He's running for office. Did you ever watch New Day on CNN, him interview people?
Yeah.
He does that yuppie thing that broadcasters do now where he answers his own questions within the. Should he have him as campaign manager? No. Do I agree with it? Yes. Is he good? Maybe. And you cut to a woman like this, just looking at him. Am I in this? He realized at some point that the only person that could stand talking to him was him. Oh God, what a bore. Him at a party, so into himself. He answers all the questions, and then he crowbars in a word nobody knows. You'd have to fucking look it up before you had a conversation. Like Woody Allen characters. Where's Woody Allen writing about it? Where 28-year-old white people know about the opera that much in a Woody Allen movie? Every Woody Allen movie has 28-year-old white guys who talk about opera. Where the fuck are they? That's Chris Cuomo. Did I like Carmen? Yeah. Do you want to go with me next time? I don't know if there's a seat. Listen. Did you park the car? Maybe. Does Ferguson have a problem? Yes. Should the mayor be a monophonic black man? No. And he's got that perfect hair. Do you know what? You think he's a good-looking guy, right, Chris Cuomo? Do you know who Chris Cuomo is?
I know who Chris Cuomo is. He looks... Yeah, he's got that fucking total Guinea afro kind of thing going.
It's a very odd liberal thing going on.
He's not running, is he?
No, but he seems like he
Shows
is.
how much. I didn't even know the Iowa caucus is tonight.
Well, yeah.
That's a big thing, right?
Allie, are you political?
Not very.
No, yeah. Not a lot of them. Yeah,
He looks better than I remember.
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember him from what? Oh, okay.
He's a good-looking dude.
No, of course
Yeah,
he
he
is.
is attractive.
I was thinking of somebody else. I was.
You were?
In my vast political
Who are you
knowledge.
thinking of?
I don't
James
know.
Earl Jones?
Yeah, in the Darth Vader helmet.
James Earl Jones announces the three people on New Day, and the last one, James Earl Jones has to be real politically correct. It's a Spanish name. It's New Day on CNN with Chris Cuomo, Angie Camarada, and... Oh, and the other one's so enormous. Looks like Riley's wife. It looks like a cute chick, Chris Cuomo, and her fat friend. Won't stop talking about politics.
But he says it in his voice.
Yeah, let's hang out, honey. But is your friend leaving? Is your friend leaving? Yes. Maybe? No. Huh? Anybody here ever do the Shalou show? Did you ever do that? The red eye?
Allie's been on it.
You've been on it?
Well, no, I'm doing it Wednesday.
For the first time?
Yeah, for the first
okay.
time.
I've done
I
Red
like
Eye
Tom.
before him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it with Gutfeld.
Yeah.
I liked Gutfeld on that show.
He was great. And
I thought
Bill
he was
Schultz,
funny.
it was fun.
What is the deal with that guy? Is he a comedian?
No.
No, but I mean, not a stand-up.
Why do you say it like that?
Because no.
No, I want to know why you say it like he's funny. He's not a comedian.
You think he's funny? You think he's funny?
He's fun to hang out with, and I don't. And
Where
I
do
know
you
he's-
hang out with him?
What's that?
You hang out with
He
him? Where?
hangs out with comedians.
Do you
Like,
hang out with him? Yes. Where? Maybe. That's Chris Cuomo.
Where at the stand?
Where'd you go to high school?
Rosa.
Where'd you go to high school? Jefferson? Yeah. Did you graduate? I don't know.
It's actually, he's a fun drinker. That's how I wound up on Red Eye.
All right, get out of his ass.
No. Well, this is the story.
Well, he's a fun drinker. What happens when he drinks?
Because he was hanging out in Brooklyn.
That's when Gutty comes out.
All right, forget it. He's not a comedian.
I
don't know why he says
well, no, he's
like
not.
That.
Well, because he's
not
not
think
funny.
You're slighting him. I'm just curious why you say it like, no.
Because he's protective of this profession you care nothing about.
No, I'm very concerned about Ryan's profession.
Greg Gutfield.
He has his new show that's earlier, and he says when it launched, it was supposed to be a comedy show, right? But he was very quick to say this is not a comedy show.
Right.
We're going for weird, and everyone knows.
Takes all the exactly.
You go for
takes
weird
the pressure
when
off.
You can't hit funny.
Yeah,
yeah.
Takes all the pressure off.
I don't like those he's and ha-ha.
Yeah.
Like,
it didn't get a laugh because it's weird.
Yeah.
That's an example of a weird thing.
I didn't even know he was even. I know he wasn't on the reboot of Red Eye, but I didn't even know he was still on. Well, whatever you call it.
Look at you, Mr. Fucking programming.
Little thing.
Artie, Geno, we're putting you on the reboot of Red Eye.
I got on Red Eye though because he was in my neighborhood. We got drunk at a bar, and then he just put me in the rotation. It was a good time.
And
once again, booze doing the work for me.
Well, how many episodes were you on?
I only did like 3.
I mean, 1.
What's that? No, they're all on. You can check them.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to check them.
No, I think you should.
I
There were
believe
some
you.
pretty good appearances.
I believe you. What did you talk about? Is it political? It's
I think the last
intimidating.
time I got on, I said something. They're like, you can't say shit like that. Like they were doing.
What'd you say?
The topic was, they always do like polls. They said in a poll, teenage girls are less worried about their future than they are. And this is the thing. Like I have a lot of friends, so they'd watch it on the West Coast at a normal time.
Well, what's the question?
And they said teenage girls are less worried about their future than they were 30 years ago. And in a cross section of the study, they said black and Hispanic girls are even less worried about their future. And I said, right. And I said, that's what they're doing. And they're lobbing it at me. And I'm like,
make sure you say it's weird too.
They're lobbing it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I mean, how hard is it to get pregnant? And they just, and the people watching said it was my voice, but they dumped the sound. And they never went back to me.
Wow.
And then I was like, you can't say stuff if you're going to. I'm going to say stuff like that because I can't.
Episode 138, otherwise known as Geno's last episode.
Wow. Yeah, and then I didn't think it was a big deal. And then they just never. And then whatever. Now it's not about. But that was the last time I did it. that was the end of my character arc.
How old? How long ago was that?
I was like, God, that had to be 2008 or 9.
Oh, the claw.
That was probably 2011.
You guys
because I was still living with Tara.
I'm just listen to me. I am just checking. I'm rebooting my contacts. Do you have the same segment producer? You don't even have the same host. Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Who am I talking to? This is just the secretary.
No. What you talking about? No, Fox doesn't have the rent here anymore. You're saying the network has moved? Yeah.
I wish the listeners could have seen Artie improvising the producer. No, don't ask him that. Did you just ask him?
They'll see it on the video component I'm announcing today.
Did you just set him up with a hack race joke answer?
No,
here we go.
Just again. Let's just hit that it's also weird. Not always funny. Sometimes weird.
That's weird how you couldn't hear his voice.
But I don't know. He seems.
It was weird.
There's a lot. There's a lot of dead air on those shows.
Yeah, and then it got then I bumped into him because I was the roast master at Leventhal's roast, and he's like, "We got to have you back on." I'm like, "All right," and so he sends me an email. I swear.
What business are you in? He's reading from the cue card of show business.
He sends me that. He says that to
guy
me
behind him like this. We'll have you back on. No, I didn't hear about the podcast. So you finally got at Geno Bisconti?
You're missing this, people.
Greg Gutfeld. No, because I'm hoping to get on. How many people do you reach there? Do you Twitter?
I don't.
Your Instagram go up?
I don't think it's a big thing.
I'll tell you on Wednesday.
It's gonna spike that Instagram.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah,
It's at 3 a.m. I think, doesn't it?
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah,
but it's
really
midnight
3
in
a.m.?
It's midnight in LA. You have tons of people in LA.
Oh, yeah, that'll watch.
And
yeah, because LA, Fox News, tons of viewers.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, Largo stops dead.
One of those things I don't think of. Then Ryan saying it to him, like, yeah, that is a dumb thing I just said.
We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to. We interrupt Brian Posehn's O2 Arena set with Fox News.
Oh my God, that's great.
The 4 guys with beards and Motley Crue shirts will get back.
It's big in LA.
To their bit about UCLA. Yeah, Fox News ratings go down. CNN is more the. Do they watch Fox News LA? Yeah. Who doesn't? I can't give you names, but
Maybe.
What are the demographics? Sure. Huh? What?
Excuse me while I play devil's advocate.
I said to my wife, "Do you want to have a kid?" Yes. Why? I don't know. Planned Parenthood? Huh? What? Name? Darren. Okay. They did a segment, People That Changed Our Lives. I had to watch it. And his was his son. So he's doing that thing to his son. Son's 7 years old. They're fishing. And Cuomo's kid can't get a word in that. He's proving to his kid he's smarter than him. How did you make daddy a better daddy? Huh? What? Because you taught me to fish? No. What is fishing? Teach a man to fish and what? Nah? Don't give him money. What? Are we liberal? Spell liberal. L-I-B. Is it school time? Yes. Why? I don't know. Spiral notebooks. Laptop? Why? Is mommy a whore? Maybe. Mm-hmm. Was grandpa articulate? Yes. Italian American? Sure. Mario Cuomo was a hero to Italians. Geno, was he a hero in Delaware?
I was in Delaware during the Cuomo days.
My mother loved him.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like our Martin Luther King, you know. Italian, articulate. Didn't sound like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. And my uncles loved him because my uncles were those Italians who hated The Godfather. Stereotypical. They hated that shit, The Sopranos. Yeah, that doesn't exist. You're in the fucking thing. His cousin Eugene in the Witness Protection Program. Dad. Well, he was a witness. He needs protection. And he's in a program. He just got back. Fucking big thing in my family. Gotta kiss his ass now. He'll be on the podcast channel. He's taking your spot.
Damn it. He's got the name.
He asked me if he's a comedian.
Is he a comedian?
No!
Still didn't get to the bottom of that. You ever drank with Bill? Fun time.
Bill who?
But that doesn't make him a comedian.
Oh,
No, Greg.
Please, I'm right. With who?
Greg Gutfeld. You said Bill?
Well, he was talking about Bill.
Bill who?
Neither one of them do stand up.
Who's
No,
Bill?
neither one.
He was
I'm
the
on your
sidekick.
side here. I just.
I don't know.
Schultz,
Okay,
yeah.
get me up on it. Jesus.
I think we were just talking about two different people. That's
No, Bill is a sidekick to Greg?
He was on the
Permanently?
He was before the reboot.
Oh.
He disappeared.
on the first
yeah,
bit.
What's
something
Tom
happened. He
Shalhoub
just
host?
disappeared.
He hosts the reboot of Red Eye.
What's it called?
Red Eye.
Oh. Is there something... What does Greg Gutfeld host?
He has his own show now, right?
Gutfeld.
It's called Gutfeld.
Yes.
Right.
Sundays, 8 o'clock.
It's the first boot of that show. It's the first boot.
How is it different than Red Eye?
It has a talking
at 8
wall.
o'clock.
It's,
It has a talking.
It has a
Yeah.
talking wall?
Yes.
Talking wall.
Really?
Yeah.
it's weirder if possible, right?
Wait a minute. Well, what does that mean? Wait, wall.
It's the liberal wall.
Oh, the liberal panel.
No, it's a wall.
But they call it the panel.
Yeah,
Right.
It's very punny.
Liberal panel.
I think it was. I don't know who's voicing it now. It was voiced by some comedians, but they didn't want to. They weren't paying.
Sherrod
So-
Small.
Is he still doing it?
Yeah. I took a guess.
I think that might
Sam
be right
Morril?
for a while, actually.
Sam Morril doing it?
Maybe he's big on that show.
Sam Morril? Maybe.
No.
Is he on that show a lot? Look at counting everybody else's money. I don't know.
Get money
Sam's
for
big on that show.
You don't get money for that show.
It's like Sam's big on that show.
I didn't say that at
I
all.
guess, yes, you did. You didn't even realize how you sound.
Is that how I said it?
Yeah, you were like, you
will
know,
punch you right
you
in
know
the
the
mouth.
exact amount of times he's been on.
He doesn't get paid for that show. No,
How
he
do you
does.
know?
Okay, he gets paid a ton for
Well,
that
if you're on it 4 times
He
a
gets
week,
paid a ton for that show.
he's on fucking Sam Morril. I guess he didn't have a fucking racist joke.
Does it bother you that
That's what you sounded like.
Does it bother you that I don't care about anything, so you make it sound like I care about
Oh,
everything?
you care about everything.
I really don't care about anything.
Believe me, you
Okay,
do.
okay.
How many times has Sam Morril been on that show?
17 this week. Sam's great on the show, but you don't get paid
Sam
on
Morril
that show.
on that fucking motherfucker. Politic bullshit. Give him a blackbuster.
Exactly how
See what he fucking said.
he said it.
Oh, okay. Black and Irish. Well, I guess he won't say it. To be honest, what the fuck? I didn't want to segment producer, man. Fucking shit. Go over for Artie Lang podcast here. Here's stories. Motherfucker. Who can't buy a microphone? That big one, great one, Art. Going good for you, huh? Yeah. Why don't you be late a few more fucking times? I got nothing to do. Motherfucker. 2 and 7.
And to push.
Fucking 2 and 7. Terrible. Drive Chris Cotton to Montreal. fucking show me how to read. Let him open for you. I can't say fucking cunt though and open for you. When I step on one of your bitch. Fucking motherfucker. Sam Morrell. Fucking he'll be working at a gift shop in Rhode Island. Goddamn motherfucker.
I'm doing that gift shop on the 11th.
Seth Meyers. Take another day off. Fucking Fred Armisen. What the fuck?
I never said that.
Driving a fucking Ford Focus. Fucking 62 years old.
Chevy Sonic.
Fucking Aunt Olga. Fucking Kevin Dombrowski. Fucking piece of shit. Take the big bedroom. Give a shit, man. Yes, thin people can get sleep apnea, man. What's your phone? Is that a fucking old joker? Yeah, it's a charger switch.
That's right.
Fucking. Can't get a spot on the Patrice O'Neill bell? Fucking piece. Jim Norton. Motherfucker. Opie and fucking. Yeah. Hit her again, fucking Anthony. I just fucking say the N-word. That's my bit. Michael fucking Richard. I'll move to LA with him. Okay. Let Dan move in with you. What the fuck is that deal? It's weird. Fucking odd, man. Dan. What the fuck does he do? It's 2016 fatty. Send an email. Fucking heroin. Motherfucker. I can do this for 4 days.
It's become soothing. Like, go on. I'm like, this feels so good. I'm not even saying any of it, but it feels so good.
Fucker. Piece of shit. SD. I guess you're fucking into, you know what you're talking about. Get up, Art. Louie's here. What's your spot at the table? Aziz needs that fucking space for his notebook. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Takes up 2 spots for his notebook. Bum me for fucking 50 minutes. Nice bit. I could go to lunch with Nick Kroll. That's a good in crowd. Fucking Largo. Pay the fucking rent. Yeah, Kev, I bounced 1 check. You gotta tell everybody. Tweets out a picture of my bounce check. Twitter. Fuck you. This isn't you now, it's a generic.
Could be anybody.
It's my uncle. Oh my God, look at that woman. MSNBC has ugly broads.
She's a senator.
Where? Dan right on top of it. She's a senator. That makes sense. First of all, where does Rupert Murdoch find? Does he put out the same ad? Smoking hot chick who knows a lot about. They probably maybe they're just talking heads, but they spew out that information. They're tens.
Yeah, I think at this point the hot chicks know, right? If they're hot, they're like, right. I'm going to Fox News. Exactly. I'm like, I am Republican. Obviously, I'm going to Fox News.
Right. Start learning. Right. Start learning at a young age. Like
which is great because they probably get all those people in LA watching them. You know, and then they get model work.
But they probably there's a dime a dozen now.
Yeah.
See, Allie, you could do that in your sleep because you're actually witty. You don't have to read a card, maybe.
Yeah, these women though. Yeah, are you kidding? Yeah, that would be fun. I would love that.
We've done the morning shows at Fox.
We've done the
morning
Were you like a co-host?
For certain segments, yeah, the comedy segment.
What was that like? Was that fun?
Yeah, it was good.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Their hosts are actually really difficult though.
Fox and Friends.
Oh, Fox and Friends.
Yeah. Geno, have you done Fox and Friends?
I've not done Fox and Friends, but I used to do something with Brian all the time.
Brian.
Right.
Yeah, he used to do that some online sports show for Fox, but that died.
You're no friend of mine.
They always make fun of him on Saturday Night Live.
Who does?
Brian Kilmeade, your boy, your doppelganger. He always plays him on the Fox and Friends skit they do.
Doppelganger. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, the fact
somehow that became the word for twin.
Yeah. Why? I guess I like goofing on him. It's an easy target.
They just play him like the biggest fucking idiot, but he's really a good guy.
The blonde in between them is with those legs.
I think is she the one that just quit though? Elizabeth Hasselhoff, was she the one?
No,
that
not. Oh, right.
Hasselbeck.
I'm talking about something
Thank
different.
you.
Right, the chick who
She didn't
replaced
drive a black car.
the chick who replaced her.
She's never ridden anything black. Okay, Kit?
Fucking, that was a good one.
Fucking do my fucking Kit joke. La, la, la.
We'll see that. I guess we'll see that in Seth's monologue. Fucking sticky fingers, Ryan.
Just attacking the staff day. I see what you're doing.
Fucking punch up my jaw. It's fine the way it is, dude. Keep it to yourself. Punch it. It's fine. You know why? Because I said it's fine. Yeah. Hey, Seth. Seth's going to go, oh, black. There's more to it. Go on vacation. Jimmy Fallon. Ping pong. Let's see if Art wasn't fat. Kind of working. Look at that. Look at Dan's laptop. What did that cost? Did you ever get your clothes mixed up in the dryer? That is creepy when I see Dan in my shirt. I'm like, what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Takes it off. I go, no, don't take it off now. But you know, so listen, it's a weird media landscape, let's face it. There's too many jobs. There's not enough money. Like, there's too many fucking jobs. Even sitcom jobs as regulars, you don't get paid anything anymore. Compared to the old days, these fucking Netflix shows, you know, these FX shows, there's no one regular, the guy who stars in it. And the rest is, you know, you got to keep doing a job after job. You used to get an FX type job and you fucking, you know, that was it. You didn't have to work anymore. Now you got to keep working 5 jobs.
What was the money on a sitcom?
$35,000 a week.
Oh, I think you would scrape by on that.
Fucking buy another Eldorado. Embarrassing.
Buy a lot of Chevy Sonics.
That was my first car, but a guinea. Black Eldorado. Jersey place. Such a whop. I cut off Spade. I didn't even know it was him in Beverly Hills. He called me up. He goes, hey, get the loan, boy. I'm way more important in show business than you are. A Black Eldorado. With a drive-on fucking pass at Warner Brothers. Oh! Yeah, man. And then you got that, nothing even close to that. 10% of that now. $3,500 a week or something. Yeah, $35,000. But now there's too many networks.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get paid shit. And by the way, I got the Mark Maron. Don't get me wrong, I love Mark. 10 fucking days of shooting. I said, what is it, Maron and Lang now? Another one I play myself. I should be getting back-end points for creating the biggest loser ever. I created this character. Exploiting it.
You committed to it.
I did, for fucking years. It's actually funny. Mark wrote a great script. I don't know if he wrote it, actually. He workshopped it at large.
It's a funny show.
You like the show, yeah? Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Maron?
I hear good things. I haven't seen it.
I don't listen to the podcast because I'm overwhelmed by the length of it. I've listened to 3 or 4.
You mean this one?
No, I listened to this one. I was listening to the Chicken Eater. I listened to the Chicken Eater episode last week.
You fucking read that in Variety. Variety prints
I
everything.
I walked right into a
Variety
door
prints
just
everything
now.
Machete says.
But every
The Machete wrap up.
every episode of Maron I've watched, I've laughed out loud at some point. Like, I really think it's
Really?
really.
Kidding.
Or I might have read that in Variety as well after the Chicken
No,
Eater
yeah,
thing.
it's very flattering. I gotta go out there 10
Don't
days.
fuck up the streak, Artie.
No,
A
my
lot of
manager,
pressure.
my fucking manager, I go, what do you want to do 10 days? What am I waiting for Maron to call by the phone? 10 days? I have shit to do.
Do you though? Do you?
Yeah, I just committed to Geno with the right hand. Fucking give me the job.
Looks like I'll be at Aunt August for 10 days with nothing to do. Putting Post-its on shit.
But even that, like, you get excited. I'm very happy to. Mark is a brilliant guy, and I'm happy to be part of the show. But what's that going to do for me? I get done, and it's like, I don't know, working. I might as well frame a
Why
house.
don't you just let yourself enjoy yourself? A lot of people would kill to have a 10-day shoot on Maron.
Oh,
You
I
earned
just
it.
fucking ruined 10 nights for you.
Just go and enjoy give yourself permission
What's your call time today?
to do nothing but shoot a fucking show.
Oh, look at you, man. I'm sorry.
I'll be at Aunt August.
It's
if you
harder
need
than
me. I'll be eating
Just
broccoli.
shoot the fucking show.
I'm just trying to put you in a good mindset,
We're at the
buddy.
Warner Brothers gym right now.
Sam Morrell will do it.
Bellowing.
He's got the money to fly out there.
Sam Morrill's flimsy. Yeah, Geno showed up at a very big show business event in a powder blue Chargers shirt.
I was wearing my gray sweatshirt.
Is it gray or powder blue?
No, that's gray.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But in my defense, I was coming to the podcast. We had to cancel it and I didn't bring nice clothes. I was going to.
You didn't finish one sentence in that. No one knows what you're talking about.
I didn't have.
In defense, the podcast didn't bring clothes. What?
That is exactly what
I said. Talking to Chris Cuomo.
It's exactly what I said. Never
kind of did, right, Allie? Right?
No, I did.
It was a little run on. It was tough.
Is the half of you drunk and not smart? Did you hear that?
I was coming to the podcast, and you informed me
this podcast.
Yes, and you said we don't have time for the podcast because I have to go in to do this thing early, and then you were nice enough to invite me.
I did. You invited you. Now you do that thing.
Here we go.
You go. So listen, man. Where is it? Dude, come on.
I'm not even.
You think I said come to the?
I have the print screens of the text that you sent.
Print screen, you fag.
It's flimsy to you.
I have a print screen.
All right, so tell your story. Tell your story. What happened?
There's no story.
Hey, I want to show.
You said. Who do you believe? Where is the Patrice thing? Do you want to come? Oh, thanks, buddy. That wasn't necessary.
Thanks, buddy. Was what
that was out of nowhere.
It was tweeted. All right. I think
that was out of nowhere.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, you did it. Then I'm waiting for you. You don't show up.
Keep making up stories.
Yeah, I didn't see. Where were you for an hour? I didn't see you.
I got there before you, and then Godfrey came in, and I went up with him, and you're like, hang out with Godfrey because I'm bringing a guest, and they'd only want us to bring one guest each.
Never happened.
Okay, that didn't happen.
Not one word.
Then,
of what you
then
just
you
said.
were at the
Godfrey was there. That's the only part.
You were at the after party for 3 minutes.
After party.
Daddy hung out.
After party.
Daddy hung out and
At
had
the
a couple.
stand.
Yeah. Daddy had a couple beverages. Kicked it old school.
My God, Daddy. No one else in your life says the thing about Daddy? No one else?
I don't say Daddy a lot. I just say it when I'm talking about.
Why do you say about me then?
I don't know because I know it kind of irks you, so I kind of enjoy saying it.
It doesn't irk. It irks everybody.
It doesn't.
I'm just honest with you. I'm a friend.
You are a friend, and Daddy appreciated
I'm not
the
gonna tell
invite.
you that shirt's good. You know, put on that, like Keith Robinson. Chris Kahn's waiting for Keith Robinson to help him right now. We have to get to the bottom of the Chris Kahn story.
We never did.
Yes, I haven't talked to him. I called him back. I think he's mad at me after that show.
Why?
I don't know. Were we kind of harsh on him? We just pointed out that's a weird story, right? Right? You were here for that, Allie, right?
Yeah, but I think that was mostly the Cosby rape thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. People got pissed
Oh,
off.
I forgot about that.
His Cosby rape thing. His bizarre take on it.
Okay, don't put words in my mouth. What? Yeah, man, he was mad about that.
He was very adamant.
I'm just going on fact.
What was his take?
What's that?
What was his take?
That if you take drugs, if you
Willingly.
take willingly, then you're allowed to get raped.
It was the girl's fault.
Yeah.
That was it.
She took the drugs.
Yeah, then you can't argue if you
Wait
get
a
raped.
minute. So it's okay to take drugs?
You know how many times I've taken drugs with women hoping to get raped and nothing. So I've got a gripe if anyone.
I'm going the other route. Trying every reaction. Every reaction to one of your jokes. None of it's appropriate. The next one is just going to be getting up and crying.
Just walking out. Dead air, walking out.
Like the Indian who sees litter.
Allie, Ryan, you guys coming? Guys, I thought we were a podcast.
And the other thing is that you're a very funny guy. I remember the first time I saw Geno do stand-up, I said, man.
This kid is nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, that was Daryl Hannah. Did you wear a black blazer?
When?
In the early 90s? No. That was Daryl Hannah.
Did you?
David Spade used to have a bit. Daryl Hammond had the same black. David Spade used to have a bit where he's the black. He plays his black blazer in the every night in the closet. Pick me, Daryl. Daryl he's back to that. I love him, but he's back to that crazy depression he goes into, and like really dark. And he's playing Trump on SNL, and he Trump, the most self. Fucking go-getter, type A personality, braggart, and Daryl in an insane depression. Go, we're going to make America great again. It's a great impression, but it's I worry about Daryl. He really goes to dark places.
Is that what happened with the Colonel Sanders thing? 1 minute.
Well, that wasn't him. That was the story I heard was because everybody thought, okay, they were going to have different comics do it, but no, it was Daryl they tested him, and kids were creeped out.
No way.
Yeah, kids were creeped out by him.
Was he calling himself daddy?
All right, but he handed you that one.
Daddy wants a chicken. Daddy wants a chicken.
Yeah,
are you a chicken eater? We'll do every guy on the podcast. Are you a chicken eater? Is Daddy a chicken eater? Is Daddy a chicken eater who thinks Cosby's innocent?
Oh, that's nicely done.
Yeah, no, that really. The kids were creeped out by Daryl.
And the thing
and
is,
then they get Norm. Of course, why not? Well, Norm.
The thing is, no one's surprised by that. They're like, that's like question answered. There was no follow. It was like, okay, of course,
right?
Of course
that makes sense.
But Norm is not Mr. Non-creepy.
Yeah, the commercial in itself is inherently creepy.
Yeah.
What?
Put together a creepy commercial, no matter who they throw in there.
You put
It's
him in
creepy.
That, right. It's like the end of a fucking Scooby-Doo episode. Oh, you're not the real Colonel Sanders. You're Norm Macdonald. Pesky kids. Now Daryl's playing Bernie Sanders. First of all, Bernie Sanders looked younger, looks older than Norm, dressed up as an 1888 colonel. Norm's doing the radio commercials in that voice. Like, I don't even see him. Hey, I like the chicken piece. Probably cleaning up, though, man.
Good for him.
Right? Unless Virginia Tech doesn't cover.
See,
I wish I was a little bit kidding.
Some Virginia Tech player was accused of murdering a 13-year-old.
You're kidding me. This is interesting. What happened?
I don't know. It's like it's the most bizarre thing. I read about it yesterday.
Do you have a joke about it?
No joke. Fucking.
Let's workshop it.
He met her when she was a kidney transplant
Wait a minute.
patient.
What happened?
The only details I heard.
Slow down.
Last night were this track star from
Virginia Tech. Yeah. Oh, track star. Who cares?
Was accused of murdering a freaking 13-year-old girl, and they found her remains over the weekend. It all went down.
Wow!
And he met her because she was on a kidney transplant list or something.
What do you get that list every day?
I don't know. That's all I know. Isn't that bizarre?
Your creepy roommate got the kidney list. Let's fucking go to town.
Really wanted
a lot of kids slowing down. Why did he get the? Well, that's how he then met. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know.
How does he meet people on the kidney transplant list?
That's what I found intriguing.
Let's go around the table, Ryan. Your thoughts on this list?
If you're looking for a desperate woman,
I'm gonna say, is that what it is? You get Gary Coleman.
Very needy.
He's a kidney thing.
Well, I like to keep myself abreast the way I drink of a liver transplant list.
You do, I know. Well, that's it though. That's when creepy guys prey on people.
Ugh.
But he's admitting it. I prey on them, and that's how I know her.
Yeah. Well, that's what they called him. And
so he just killed her? Did rape her?
That's the entire story that I read because it broke last night. I do it for that.
There's a lot of holes in that, man.
Yeah, but that was it. It's like they arrested him over the weekend. They found her remains, is what they said.
Like, Allie, if you knew a guy who got the liver transplant list every week, would you be creeped out by that?
Absolutely.
Is that a red flag?
Yeah.
I think
it's beyond a red flag.
This date's going great. Wait, I got something coming over the fact. Right?
That's how we started our meeting today. I'm like, that I'm up to 24, Al.
You going to be in Crown Heights this weekend? Because I am.
I will drink to that.
That's weird, man. Oh.
Wow.
Did you find it? Yeah. What's it? Is there anything? It's bizarre.
Well, there was another person that was added to the murder.
Yeah, some chick that helped them dispose of the body.
And it was a liver transplant.
Murder? What, someone else got murdered?
No, this person helped. Yeah, accomplice. This person helped the guy kill the girl.
Body, but that doesn't tell us why it happened. What is your problem with Fred?
It's just a funny name.
It really is.
What happened?
They don't know the motive yet, but they do know that it was somehow.
The motives are creepy.
Yeah.
Tied into that liver. That's how they made the acquaintance.
Maybe the girl was infatuated by the guy or something.
Dan's done it a million times. Look, it's a typical thing. Guys infatuated by the girl. He's got an apartment near her. And his van's got a flat. And, that's typical.
I don't see the connection, Dan. Yeah. I don't see the connection.
There's probably a girl.
Dan, that doesn't make sense.
And he's posing as a podcast producer.
Dan, that seems very autobiographical.
He says his green sweaters at the cleaners. Typical shit.
That doesn't seem typical, Dan. That seems a little.
He goes to Chicago every weekend. Claims to know Bill Murray. A lot of lip service.
It sounds very autobiographical, Dan. I don't know. It's just a coincidence.
Typical guy. All the red flags. Never sees you with your shirt off. Claims you wore lederhosen. Likes Rick Steves. Writes itself.
You've heard it a million times.
Yeah, come on, you know the story. You want me to sing this song for you again? Dan knows all the details. Proudly was a thing, No, we don't know. Well, you said it was the transplant. Well, that's the Boston routine.
Thanks for bringing this up, Geno.
That's story 8.
I don't. He's gotten everyone. Your turn was coming. You know. Jesus Christ.
It's like a lazy Susan.
Allie feels left out at this point.
That's like listen. We all know what happened here. He follows the DA home. The plastic was probably not big enough for the trunk, right? That's got to be in there. No, I wasn't there. I'm just saying. We all watched Columbo. Right in Columbo. Yeah, that's not a typical thing. You don't know about that. What did you say happened then? The girl knew her? What happened? What's the scenario?
Yeah, you're screwed. Just run with it, Daniel.
Or as you call it, story 8.
The parents seem to think that she was infatuated by the guy. He met her somewhere, and
yeah, but so why do you kill a chick that's infatuated with you?
Maybe she saw something
that needs
because she's
live.
13 and it's illegal, and she's about to tell on you. That's probably the.
Apparently, Chris
Use
Cotton.
your brain.
Apparently, Chris Cotton was going to drive her somewhere, but his car broke down. And
Yeah,
Keith was late.
I apologize. I'll make sense.
Did you kill a kid again?
Call Keith Robinson.
Paul Filato. He's better at that.
my only question was, why did he get in
More
there
evidence.
when he knew that there were garages all around Artie's condo?
You're never gonna figure
And
that
then we
out.
would help
Oh, you're back
him.
in the con?
Yeah,
Oh, come
yeah,
on.
yeah. I'm saying, stop it. You're gonna drive yourself nuts trying to logisticize.
He's a black guy.
Yeah, what he was saying.
Did I say that? No, I listen. I don't want him to snap. Ken Newton's pants. We got to get back to that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Again, he is flimsy, and I said this because he coached me in the Beach Bowl in Indianapolis when I took over Montana and hit Terrell Owens over the fucking middle. Bam.
With the laser.
Right, and then Deion Sanders caught him, and I threw an interception. Maria Menounos was charging me. True story. She was a defensive end. I got scared of Maria Menounos. Threw an interception right to fucking Snoop Doggy Dog.
Unbelievable.
All he had to do was score. I would have thrown one pass. Bam, out. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that guy, though. You ever meet him?
Never.
Contact how you'd fail a piss test. But a nice guy. Really nice guy. I got along with him. He told me to beat a chick with sneakers. He gets away with it. Him and Dante. Hey, Lenny is getting married. No,
Lenny Marcus,
yeah.
yeah.
He's getting
Yeah.
married. You going?
I wasn't invited.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's one of them Jew weddings. Right? Are you going?
I knew you were invited to this.
Oh, are you going?
No.
Okay.
I don't know, Lenny.
I'm up for possibly performing the ceremony.
I was going to say.
I'm in the running. I'm in the running.
Ladies and
kidding?
gentlemen, doing 5 minutes.
Are you kidding?
No.
Wait, who else is
Oh,
up?
I'm texting him right now. I want to fish at that.
If it's Greer, you're going to do it.
Who's it down to?
He's not going to show up.
They always hire a black comic.
Texting him right the fuck now.
No,
Who
just
you-
in the running. Just
we
in
know
the
you
running.
know, Lenny. Don't prove it to him.
No. I want to perform.
Oh,
the
I have
service.
Lenny Marcus in my contact.
Do you really think that's name dropping?
I
Yeah,
did.
for you it is.
I did my sister's wedding.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, you were at it.
Yeah.
I'll give you one. You know what? This is the only time I can compare to you. Howard's wedding, I gave the best man speech with jokes in a room. Donald Trump, Barbara Walters at Le Cirque, right up to my knees. It's like playing charades. But your family is Barbara Walters, Joan Rivers, Donald Trump, Billy Joel. Killed it with everybody except fucking Trump. Then he said he liked it. That's hard to do, man. Good job. All right.
There.
Are you trying to get the gig, Geno?
I just texted him.
Over Ryan?
Yeah.
I just texted him.
told you.
I just
With
texted.
Ryan at the Artie Lang podcast,
You didn't ask me
a.k.a.
to
not his
officiate
best.
your Jew wedding.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
Geno's text.
There you go. I just sent that there. You didn't ask me to be efficient at your Jew wedding. Now
If that was the David Geffen.
kiss that gig goodbye.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but with Ryan, Lenny, slipping. Hashtag not on it, not sharp. Why are you trying to get him?
Members of the family and people that aren't going to hell, welcome to this incredible bond between these
that your
survivors of
first
the
joke?
fort. Dude.
I hired fucking to open for me at a union fucking job, construction job. Halfway through, I've done a few of these. Halfway through a construction job, all the guys, the WASP or Jew bosses, go to the ITI WAPs. All the ethnic types who were working on the show, they give them a show. You were with me. And, And Geno immediately starts telling people they're in the mafia.
And calling their wives
whores. Yeah.
I love Danny's like,
Are you in the
and
Lucchese family and your
whore.
whore wife? I can tell you're a made guy because your wife's a whore. What?
We were on the 14th floor of some construction site, and the look on my face was...
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't believe
that's
it.
what you're auditioning.
Yeah.
It was a good crowd. They did. They loved it. They were great. They're like, oh, everything's funny.
Did you see Dan's face?
Dan was great. Come on, that was a good time.
No, really. I mean, what if the guy is in the mob?
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, New York construction man.
I know. I'm not saying he's not in the mob. I don't.
But then he calls his wife a whore?
Yeah.
He's not, dude, they don't have senses of humor about that.
They were kind of enjoying it.
Yeah,
especially the whores.
I hired you. You vouch for this guy? Cut to me with a chainsaw on a Lincoln Continental.
When are we doing that again?
And then I had to dig out of that hole, man.
There was no hole. Stop it.
Hole?
Stop it.
It's like that
Captain
U2 song,
Fantastic.
Digging in a Hole.
Is that you too?
Captain Fantastic. I remember the first time someone said that.
I love that phrase.
Fucking Three Wise Men brought frankincense, myrrh, and that joke.
Well, it's a great joke.
Captain Fantastic.
You love that phrase.
Come on.
All right.
Boston was all over that.
Kid Wonderful.
I remember Fran Salamita did that in 1973 at Nick's. I'll roll for the captain. He's one of those guys. Do you know Fran Salamita? You know Gavin, any of those old
Don Gavin?
legend guys?
I've met them recently, but I started comedy in New York and
Right,
didn't
yeah.
start there.
Yeah,
So,
well,
but I know those names. I know, Lenny Clark I've met. Who's
Right.
great.
Well, yeah, he's still
Lenny
around.
Clark.
Lenny's doing very well.
Lenny Clark.
I
Yeah,
opened
he
for
is.
Lenny in New York.
Did you?
He goes, hey, right? Don't you just love seeing the red light? Isn't the red light great? I tell you, I don't do comedy so much because I found out about this new scam called acting.
Yeah, he's a fun motherfucker.
He was in Rounders. He popped up in a scene. Like,
Terrific. Lenny Clark's great.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
a character. I mean, think
No, but
about it. He's playing one of the poker guys. Perfect.
yeah.
I saw him on a Tyler Perry sitcom one time. I was like, what? This guy gets around on everything.
But I mean, the way the character, I don't even think he said a word in Rounders. You could just tell whoever did the movie
Yeah, he's
from
got-
Boston, like, oh, Lenny, you're in this
Yeah.
movie. You know,
Couple
just sit at the
lines.
fucking table and say, you know.
Well, he's the
it's
kind
great.
of guy who steals a scene just sitting there.
Yeah. It's like, that's Lenny Clark. You know, I watch it.
He had a show called Lenny that was not bad at all. Compared to other shows, should have stayed on, but it was like his big shot. I remember seeing him, but he's like a legendary Boston guy. In that documentary, Stand
Up Stood Out.
Right.
Yeah.
He does that thing where he has a clock. He tells how he did 9 spots in a night, complete with the cocaine, like getting coke, doing the coke. And 9 spots, the record, 9 spots. No one's approached that in New York. 9, that's a lot.
No, what's his name just did a thing.
9 spots?
Berg has a Netflix thing.
I got to throw a flag on that one, man.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
just
let's
throwing a
hear it.
flag.
Yeah.
All right, so the record is Steve Byrne has it right now.
What is that?
It's 13 spots, and previously it was
What kind of
David
Asian
Tell.
math is that?
Okay, but
13 spots in a night?
his
Yes.
is like
Yes,
Berg's
but-
is supposed to be 20.
But here's the problem:
Where?
they're
We're
not
giving- yeah.
they're not
No,
paid
let's-
spots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, right. Come on. You can
If they're just-
stand on
No, that's a great way to put it.
well, yeah, you could stand on the platform of the train and say you did one. It doesn't make any
I'm there
sense.
tonight. I'm there
Yeah.
tonight if you want to.
The other guys
Your
did
book.
book time spots. They
No,
were
that's a
trying to-
great way to put it.
That's when it's impressive.
Yeah,
And
without a
only
doubt,
in New
without a
York
doubt.
or Boston, and not doable in LA. What's the most you ever did in a night?
I think I came 8 or 9, but I started repeating
It's a
jokes.
lot, man.
I
Yeah.
started
We just
repeating
had this
jokes.
Yeah, we were
conversation.
talking
I
about
did
that.
5,
We've been repeating jokes.
and I
I
can't
did
keep
the same
track.
joke back to back on a
Oh,
show.
oh, oh.
Yeah,
And
you
the
don't know
You're like,
which
did I do that this show?
you don't know which
last
set
show?
you did it
the
on.
audience goes, I can
Right,
hear the
okay.
girl go,
Yeah.
he just said that.
Well, I had the worst experience. You know the story, maybe. I was in Pittsburgh, ossified drunk.
Me or you?
3 shows.
both.
3 shows I had to do one at the old Funny Bone, which was a great room.
Best booker ever.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Schneider. Ugh.
Oh, can I paint your girlfriend? I do nudes. Yeah. Can I paint my fist on your face? So he
closed with that at one of the
fucking the last show I'm drunk and I don't know what I've done. There's by himself a 400-pound guy in the front row. It's summertime. He's got big white knee-high socks on, and like keeping score at a baseball game. He's writing shit down, and the pilot would get mad because he knew what they were doing. They were open micers writing your jokes down. Nick would like grab. What the fuck? Give me the fucking notebook, you fucking thief. Get the fuck out of here. But I don't know what the guy. So anyway, I start to repeat a joke. This is what the guy did. Did it! So loud, it was like a piercing bullet. Did it!
He looked like comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Twitter's created all these non-comics who talk like comedians. I hate it. Good hacky joke, man. Nice hacky tweet, Art. The fuck up.
That's what I was saying about the whole Schumer thing. It's like they just want comics to gang
Chuck
up on
Schumer?
each other. That Chuck Schumer thing you tweeted was great. But they're like, this is what you didn't have like 30 years ago. People sitting around on their computer saying, I'm going to make a mashup of this set and this skit and this. And they just sit there. It's like,
How did you steal 30 years ago?
it wasn't as easy. And you just look at
you needed a notebook and a guy who printed well.
You just look at people now and be like, we don't care what you think. We're out here fucking doing stand-up, and you're like at home going like, I have a Twitter fucking egg. I fucking matter. You don't fucking matter.
But yeah, you do. But clearly, we do care because
we care, but we're not going to sit here and worry about these fucking idiots.
Well, some people do. But it's you know.
Now Sam Morril, that's who I worry
about. Don't admit it gets it. God, you hate him. No. Sam. Call me.
Have him on. Is he going to be efficient at that Jew wedding? Now I hate him. Now I hate him.
Have him on. Oh my God.
He still hasn't gotten back to me.
Weird.
What are you going to do to sweet talk Lenny Marcus?
Your text came in and he didn't immediately like, whoa.
Lenny Marcus is one of the biggest fans of Geno's picks ever.
Right now he's going, does anyone know this number? Whose number is this?
He'll text back. You will. He'll say no. He's too nice to know.
First him, then Red Eye. They're both coming.
Now we wait. And then Tara. Let's line them up.
From 3 months ago, you're still waiting for Tony Saragusa's text?
Goose, I fucking should have come in but I had a spot that night.
Yeah, you're one of those guys who you claim people know you. Like,
I just said Lenny Marcus knows me, and you act like I'm
Saragusa said.
Hey, let's just wait for Conan to buzz back.
Saragusa said you knew him.
Saragusa knows me.
He doesn't know you.
He freaking had me host.
He said, he goes, who are you talking about?
I listened to that episode too. You didn't bring me up.
What?
I was very hurt you didn't
Listen
bring
to
me
what
up.
episode?
The episode where you interviewed Goose and you told that strip club Milwaukee story. I was losing my mind.
Well, you want me to interrupt a great stripper story?
I don't want you to do anything, Sam Morril. Listen. No, he actually... I did that roast of him. He was nice enough to invite me up to freaking my heat.
Does Sam know how you feel?
He's a good friend of mine. I'm going to text him right now. I don't have his number.
He doesn't know you're a friend of his.
I wonder if I have Sam's number.
You have Sam's number.
Look at these three
You have
nobody's.
his address. You have his schedule.
Hold on.
Hey, Sam, you still going to the cleaners at 9:27 p.m.?
Sam Mushman, Sam...
Can't swing a dead cat without hitting Sam.
I don't know Sam.
Do you what the fact that he's Jewish was really
problem
is that you write a red star next to it?
I'm a really nice guy.
And August like you're still that Sam guy still bothering you?
Here we go.
How do you know that? You're talking your sleep. You were arguing with Sam again last night. What? Yeah. The Jewish kid? The Jewish kid with one eyebrow?
Oh, poor Sam.
You claim stole your agent? Sam is coming in this week. I forgot. Sam, what day is Sam? Because Joe Macchi and him are partners.
Yeah.
Mackie.
Is it Mackie or
Mackie?
But that's the thing about Red Eye. They built like there's a little rivalry the listeners like that they built between them. I think that's cute.
No one knows about that but you.
Because
What rivalry?
They just have they act like there's a rivalry.
They built the rivalry.
All right, whatever.
Like Maud and
I'm texting
Archie
Ann
Bunker?
Olga right now. Shit it out myself.
We know. That's the joke. How old is Ann Olga?
88. God bless her.
She's gonna be.
What's that?
You did. Come on.
She will bury
You're
herself.
in her will. You know you're in her will.
I don't think she has anything to give away in her will.
Yeah, fucking dude.
What do you really think she has millions?
What
of
if,
dollars?
dude? What if Sam Morril gets something?
If that fucking Jew is Sam even Jewish?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why do you say it like that, Ryan?
It's a lot of his acts.
Oh, Ryan.
Dude, you know he's Jewish. He's in your red notebook.
It's a lot of his
He's
acts.
anti-red notebook. I hope he shows up on a liver transplant list, that mother.
Who's doing it? Mengele. Rex Marshall getting is second only to the Führer. You know everything about him. What's he doing tonight? Is it every night the Red Eye?
What's that?
Every night, Trent, at 3
so.
o'clock? Live at 3. You got to go at 3 a.m.
No, they tape it at like 5 or 6.
They do?
Yeah, right.
I think it's 8 p.m. Yeah,
Oh, I
they
thought
tape
it was
at 8.
live. All right. Well,
I
that
thought it was too.
ruins the fucking illusion for me. I was in that red eye illusion that it's live.
No.
Ray Gutfeld. You have to do spots?
No.
Gutfeld.
He's not a comedian.
All right.
No, according
Is
to
that the
Ryan.
right time? We've been talking an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just kicking it old school.
That, you know why? Because you're on tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
Start with the Breen Irish Jew joke and
I think
load
it was-
that like a fucking.
I think it was just 40 minutes of you making fun of everyone
The
except
rest-
Allie because you're polite and
the
courteous.
rest of the night. The rest of the night was just you. After that Irish joke was just like you on powder snow, skiing it down.
I don't know what Irish joke it was. Oh, Breen Bear?
Yeah, You started out with that. And this is once you do that,
Oh, then it's just, yeah.
you got the fucking pitcher's number.
You could moonwalk. What's the line from?
Take a break. Hey, what happened with the caucus? Does he know? Did he lost? Looks like he lost. Trump lost.
How does the caucus work?
Hello.
When did he get the fit? You said he lost. Brian
Like the
Williamson.
caucus
All
is
right.
the first.
Ryan Reese. You can find me at rrcomedy.com.
Ryan, where can we find you? Trying to make it professional.
Yeah,
Really?
rrcomedy.com.
guess who wins?
I thought it was Ryan
The
Reese.
political thing before you guys leave.
Oh, I got Trump. I got,
Who
I got
wins?
$5. I got $5 on Trump.
I say Trump
I
and
got Trump, too.
Yeah,
Clinton.
I'm gonna go.
I like Cruz and the Chargers on Geno's picks.
Yeah, dude.
Trump is that ahead of the poll, right? He's a possible.
Absolutely.
I like Trump, but that's gonna lose the way.
What
I
about
do.
you, Dan?
Trump and Clinton, I think, but barely.
Really?
Yeah.
Plug Allie Breen. What do you got? At Breen?
Breen Screen on Twitter, at Allie Breen on Instagram, and I'll be on Fox Red Eye
Good
on
job.
Wednesday.
Good job. Wednesday night?
Yes.
What's Sam Morrell gonna do if you're
Geno, please.
I'll keep
Geno.
tabs on him for you.
What do you got?
GenoBisconti.com? You know this horse shit.
We do?
Pretend.
Take care.
Be nice.
Thanks, guys. Great job. Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much, Artie.
All right,
Thanks, Dan.